name's Matt Cadman from Fresh FM. I'm actually chairman for the Fresh FM committee. I had an idea a couple of years ago to bring a brand new type of radio station to Watford. The idea was to try and get young people talking, try and combat antisocial behaviour, try and get drugs and gun crime off our street, promote local talent, and also entertain young people at the same time. And there's one thing I thought back then, what we can do to try and help young people in Watford. I'll show you more.
From the top of the Harlequin Shopping Centre,
Watford's #1 Fresh Music Station.
we're playing 30 minutes of Watford's fresh music non-stop.
Fresh FM, Watford.
Watford's #1 Fresh Music Station, Fresh FM, well, 101.8. Now then, Thursday, it's going to be fun. Get yourself along here for Cadders and the Fresh Morning Zoo, 7 till 10. Well, basically, it's going to be a load of knickers, isn't it?
It is. It is going to be absolutely great, right? I had someone come in the other day and go, all right, I bet you're not going to do a show, and I mean a whole show here, in your underwear only. I said, you bet I am. Not that I make a habit of it, I have to say. But anyway, we're raising money for the Peace Hospice here in Watford. If you want to get involved, call us on 0845 094 2443. It's going to be an absolutely awesome gig. As they say, it's all for charity.
And not only that, you're doing it in a shop front as well.
Exactly.
I've got one question.
So, yeah.
Will it be clean underwear?
Clean underwear? I don't know. We've got some girls coming.
We have.
You're right.
Come and say hello, folks. Come on.
What's your name?
My name's Rizzy.
Rizzy?
Yeah.
Do you wear clean underwear?
Yep.
You sure?
Now there's a question, honestly. You invite people in and then you ask them that question. Deary me.
It'll be clean underwear, believe me.
You promise?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
Never more than a minute away from the music. Fresh FM.
So here we are. Welcome to Watford's #1 Fresh Music Station. It's Fresh FM. This is the main studio. As you can see, we're right in the shop front. This is Jamie Smith. He's part of the Fresh FM board. He's also known on air as Jamie Dodger, because he's a jammy dodger. As you can see over here, we've got some brilliant broadcasting facilities. We've got a play-out system, which means that young people who come in to do programmes are trained up to a totally professional broadcast standard.
What's going on? I'm LL Cool J.
Hi, this is James Blunt. I'm Adam from Maroon 5.
Fresh FM.
That's just me making a phone call. Roger Sands, who's Chief of Millennium Volunteers, because hopefully we're going to be doing some work together. He works very closely with young people, so fingers crossed we should be able to do some stuff. He's coming in tomorrow to talk about Millennium Volunteers, what he does in that. So, see what happens. Watch this space.
Hello, my name is Iboy, and I think the kids in Watford should listen to Radio 101.8 because Fresh FM is very good.
You know, Fresh Sounds, #1 entertainment network. Fresh FM, Fresh Watford.
Hi, this is Jamie from Fresh FM. I've just been talking to some of our friends who have come down to ask us about exactly why we're going off air on Saturday, because we're all quite sad about it, but also the general feel is that within Watford everybody seems to be really loving Fresh FM, and the music we put together, everybody's jamming to it. Also, the connections is going down really well, and a lot of the social games. So people have come in basically to see us and thank us for putting on local bands, doing it for local people, and also that we can do messages and really sort of talk to people about what they're interested in and what's going on in Watford. So when sort of events and big social things happen in Watford, we've been there and we've looked at it and we've actually broadcast from it as well. Generally the feedback is that a lot of people aren't sure why we have to go off there. And I've been trying to explain that we've been given a 2-week licence from Ofcom, which is a very positive step, because they don't always want to grant 2-week RSL. It's quite a big thing. But at the end of the day, now we've got it, it does feel like we're losing something. And it also feels like people in Watford feel like they're losing something because they're used to having us now, and we found our piece in the community, our place. And really, I think there's going to be a gap there when we go off on Saturday. It's actually quite sad. So they've been saying, why are they taking our licence away? I've been trying to explain that actually they're not taking the licence away. They were very generous to give us the licence in the first place, and we feel we've done well to even gain a 2-week RSL. But at the same time, it really does demonstrate the support and the strength of the support and how many people are actually really behind getting something like this and putting it together right here in Watford, because Watford doesn't really have its own radio station anymore. And from a community perspective, there isn't too much happening that local people can get involved with. So I've been trying to explain that really it takes perhaps over 2 years from the initial application to granting the full FM licence right here in Watford. And that, we're making strides towards that, and we put a lot of effort in terms of getting the local bands and the local content, support from the council and the police. We really feel like it's going to be a good thing. Also, we've been getting young people off the streets, both sort of literally, I guess figuratively. When it was raining the other day, we had sort of 30 or 40 kids just come and sit and hang out at the back of the radio station. It gets them out of the rain and they didn't want to go to stay and spend the whole day at home. So that was half term and it was raining here. But also, I think it's really helped to sort of over the 2 weeks, to deal with things like crime and bullying. And last night we did homelessness for young people as well. So it's really about literally getting them off the streets. And we've been doing that by dragging people in off the road to show them a radio station, to show them what we think a community radio station could offer full time in Watford. So we've had that, we've done it, and really, even sort of the girls that are in there now have said that really we've got something quite strong to offer to the town. And it's a question of making sure that we can fill that full time, because the void is definitely there. And I know that a lot of us feel like there's going to be a big hole in Watford, and also in my life when it starts to, on Saturday when the licence expires, so it's going to be very sad to go off air.
So support for Fresh FM so far? Well, we've got Mayor Dorothy Thornhill, we've got MP Claire Ward, the Harlequin Shopping Centre, Charter Place Shopping Centre, Watford FC, the Watford Observer. We've also got support from the local police. We've got support from the Family Support Centre. We've got support from Herts Borough Council. We've got support from Watford Area Youth Service, which is a group actually formed to work with young people. And also we've got sort of support from young people in general who have actually been coming to us and saying, we want you here as a full-time radio station.